Hey all, this is Jesse Stay, the Social Geek. I just wanted to quickly, tonight went to the very first showing at 6 o'clock here in Salt Lake City and saw Star Wars The Last Jedi, and wanted to share a couple of my thoughts just right after getting back, and wanted to just kind of get my mind out there while I was still thinking about it. First of all, I went to the fan event, which pay about $50-$60, and they give you all sorts of cool swag and stuff. I did get, here, I'll show you real quick. I did get, you can see my messy office here that I'm still organizing here. I'm in a new office here. I got some new, I collect these popcorn tins, and these right here, I'm not sure how they're licensed. Golden Link is the brand, goldenlinkinc.com. Comes in 3 sets. You've got the Stormtrooper slash Snoke's guards, and you got Kylo Ren right there. Second one was, and one of these I got for free with the fan event thing, and you got Rey and Poe Dameron and Finn on this one, the light side one. I always leave them in their little packaging. And this is my favorite. You've got Chewie, you've got the Porgs, and the BB-8, and R2-D2 here. And of course, my favorite is always the droids. So they also gave these really cool Topps branded cards. Each person got a different set. My son, who came with me, got another set that had some other cards on the front. So I don't know if it's the exact same cards in each one, but mine had a different one on the front than his did. I got a little certificate that said I went to the event. They gave us these cool lanyards and stuff like that. So, fun event. Had a lot of fun. Went over to the Megaplex theaters here in Salt Lake City, which are unique to Utah, and just ended up having some fun just watching the first showing of Star Wars Episode VIII. So, just want to leave my thoughts. I'm going to leave this spoiler free. I should have said that right at the beginning, just so that you're not getting nervous here. And I'll do that in the when I share this. I'll make sure that it's clear. This will be spoiler free. I just did want to kind of share some of my thoughts, and I do think I've been really debating. I think the second time I see it, I'm gonna like it a lot better. There are a lot of little plot holes that I wasn't quite sure on, that I still have kind of going in my mind that I don't really think they fully answered. But it might just be I didn't catch it right. It might be I just didn't understand it. And seeing it the second time, I think I might actually fill some of those in. So I do kind of want to see it a few more times to kind of get some ideas on that. Overall, though, I really did enjoy it. There was a lot of things. It was kind of funny. The theater we were in, the audience just was really not that fun. My son and I were where's my camera? I'm trying to figure out where to look at. My son and I, we were clapping and cheering the whole time, and there were certain parts that I think deserve that, and no one else in the theater was clapping and cheering. So I kind of get the feeling there just weren't a lot of hardcore Star Wars fans in that theater. That has more to do with the theater and the people coming to the theater than it does with the movie. I really enjoyed, my point on that is I really enjoyed the movie. I do feel like it had a lot of Star Wars feel to it. It felt, in many ways, I've kind of always theorized that all of the trilogies have kind of gone in a similar pattern, and I'm not going to say that actually happened to a T in this one, but it did kind of still follow some of the same Star Wars pattern. So it did have that Star Wars feel, I thought. it's not, does not, I mean, it had a different director, so it does not feel the same as Star Wars The Force Awakens. Um, uh, but it does still have Star Wars in it. I will say this, and I don't think this is a spoiler in any way. I do recommend going back, watching Empire Strikes Back one more time, just to kind of get an idea for that feel. And then there's another one. There's a book, and I've listened to the audiobook. I'm pulling up Audible as I do this because I want to tell you exactly the name of the book. But it's in the Star Wars. It's part of the Star Wars universe, and it is. Oh, there's my library. So the name of the book, pardon me here. I'm doing this as I talk to some, I'm going to just, no, we want all time here, not the past 6 months. Okay, so the name of the book, it talks about Star Wars, of course it does. It talks about Luke Skywalker, and yeah, it's called Star Wars: The Weapon of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker Adventure. I highly recommend going and reading that book because it talks about a time when Luke Skywalker, I believe it was short. It's been a while since I read it, but I don't want to go back and read it again. It was shortly after, or little ways after Episode 4, and right before Empire Strikes Back in Episode 5. And it's when Luke had just barely discovered his new Jedi powers and was just starting to learn how to become a Jedi. And he goes and visits a Jedi temple. And I'm not sure which Jedi temple it was. I need to go look it up now. But it talks about his experience in the Jedi temple. And the Jedi temple has different parts to it and pieces to it that kind of teach him how to become a Jedi. And it has a lot of parallels to this movie. I'm not going to say exactly what, but there are a lot of things that I think by reading that book, you're going to have a lot greater understanding on some of the things going on in this movie. And they seem to stay pretty true to that book. So, I mean, that book is part of the Star Wars universe, and I believe they try to stick to everything within that universe. So go read, it's Star Wars: The Weapon of the Jedi, a Luke Skywalker adventure. I got an Audible. I listened to an audiobook on my way to CES one year, but I do recommend go check that out. Watch Empire Strikes Back in preparation for this. You might want to go see Force Awakens as well, or maybe not go see it, but get the movie and watch it. I did that right before. I do wish I went and saw that I watched Empire Strikes Back too before, just as kind of a refresher, because the patterns are kind of there to an extent. I'm not going to say what or how or anything. You're going to have to figure that out on your own. But I thought that knowing that might also help prepare for going to see it, and I think you'll appreciate it even more by doing that. Anyway, I thought it was really good. It maintained really true to everything. We know for a fact that Carrie Fisher died. I'm not going to say how Princess Leia is portrayed, but I do think that they were very respectful of the death of Carrie Fisher in this movie, and it was done very well. In fact, I was in tears a few times in a few parts, but I'll share that. I'll say that for a spoiler edition that I think I'm going to do later. But I will do a spoilers version of this later. I'm trying to decide if I want to do that right now initially, or if I want to wait and do that after I see it another time or two, just to kind of get some more details. I might do both. We'll see. I'm going to sleep on it first, and then I'll talk more about it tomorrow. But yeah, overall, I give it a thumbs up. It was very well done. A little different than The Force Awakens. Don't go into expecting it to be exactly the same as Force Awakens. It was directed differently. but still very true to the Star Wars series. I thought it had some very nice qualities to it that I really enjoyed. So I'm happy overall. I thought it was really good, and I'm very excited. I'm going to go see it again on Saturday with my kids. I'll probably go see it again on Tuesday. My daughter comes into town on Tuesday. I might, if she's available, I might take her. Otherwise, I'll go by myself. It's discount day on Tuesday, so I'm not going to turn that down. And that way I get to see a variety of formats. I saw it in IMAX today in the luxury chairs. I'm going to see it in, I think, IMAX 3D. Do I have that listed? It does, my thing here doesn't list the details. I think IMAX 3D. It's a 3D one or the other. 3D one or the other. I like the 3D movies. I found that Force Awakens actually certain details were revealed in 3D that I caught better in 3D that I didn't catch elsewhere. But so we'll see that on Saturday in that format. I'll probably pick another format. I do need to see it at Cinemark. Maybe I'll do that on Tuesday because I want to get the 3D glasses. I collect the 3D glasses for Star Wars. So I will try to do that maybe on Tuesday, see another format. But yeah, so thumbs up, go see it. I really liked Star Wars Last Jedi. I'm actually really excited for the next one. I'm going to make a prediction right now. I was completely wrong on my Han Solo prediction. I'm not going to say anything else. That was almost a spoiler reveal, and I'm not going to. I probably even went too far even saying that, but I don't think I revealed any spoilers there. But nothing that's not on IMDb was just revealed. So go back and watch my other videos. You'll be able to see where I was wrong on certain things after you do go see it, and maybe where I was right. I will leave it at that. But yeah, go see it. Go check it out. Let me know what you think. Tell me in the comments. Let's have a conversation. Keep it spoiler-free for now. Don't say anything in the comments. I will delete, maybe even block you if you do anything in the comments that spoils it for someone else. Try to keep the spoiler-free as much as possible. So please respect that. And I'll do another version with spoilers hopefully soon. So keep watching my YouTube channel. Watch Jesse Stay the Social Geek at facebook.com/stay. I'll also post on Twitter. It's twitter.com/Jesse, at Jesse on Twitter, Jesse. And but go check it out. Let me know. I want to have a conversation about this. I want to talk about it. I want to, especially when I get my spoiler version, I really want to start talking about some of my thoughts, things I liked, things I didn't like in it and stuff. I want to really talk more about that. I'm really anxious to do that. So I'll keep in mind, I will provide an environment for that, and we can talk about that later. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, make sure you subscribe, like, let me know what you think. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. I'm Jesse Stay, the Social Geek.